What will happen when a couple heads out for a fishing trip, excitedly anticipating their catch? They manage to hook a bowfin and are thrilled about the meal they'll prepare. But when the woman starts cleaning the fish, she makes an astonishing discovery that turns their simple outing into a thrilling adventure. Once upon a time, in a quaint village surrounded by nature, lived Isabella and Ethan. They loved the simple joys of life and enjoyed spending time together in their beautiful garden, growing their own fruits and vegetables. Their cozy home was next to a peaceful lake where they often fished, catching fresh fish for their meals. This way of life was more than just a routine. It was a special bond they shared, and they passed on these skills to their children, teaching them how to grow food and live well. One sunny day, after a relaxing morning of fishing, Ethan and Isabella returned home with their catch, a mudfish, also known as a bowfin. Although this fish wasn't well known because of its bony structure, the couple knew how to cook it perfectly. They planned to make tasty fish cakes paired with roasted potatoes, a meal they always looked forward to. Isabella took charge of cleaning and preparing the fish. After rinsing it under the kitchen sink, she faced the task she liked least, beheading and gutting the fish. As she placed the fish on the countertop and was about to slice open its belly, she noticed something strange. There was a bulge in the fish's body that didn't seem right, as if something was stuck inside. Her curiosity got the better of her, so she carefully cut open the fish to see what it was. To her surprise, she found something shiny inside the fish. When she reached out to touch it, she gasped and dropped the knife, which slid across the countertop. Ethan heard her shout and rushed into the kitchen. He saw Isabella staring at the fish, wide-eyed and amazed. "What's going on?" he asked, worried and intrigued. Isabella, still shaken, pointed at the fish. Ethan looked inside and saw what had startled her, a shiny gold chain with an anchor-shaped pendant. Finding something like that in a fish was completely surprising, and they were both stunned. How could a fish have swallowed such a thing? After the shock wore off, they examined the fish more closely. As Isabella kept cleaning it, she suddenly felt something move and screamed in panic. Ethan watched in disbelief as a piece of the fish's flesh twitched, almost as if it were still alive. This didn't make sense. The fish was definitely dead, with its head already removed. The couple was utterly confused by this strange and unsettling discovery. Deciding to take a break, Isabella looked up the strange occurrence online. She learned that it wasn't unusual for fish to twitch after they died. Salt, often used in seasoning, could cause muscle reactions even after death. Relieved, she laughed at the explanation, realizing there was no need to be scared. However, the mystery of the gold chain was still unsolved. Ethan, still intrigued, picked up the chain and examined it carefully. He wondered if there was anything else inside the fish. Isabella continued to cut open the fish's stomach and made another surprising discovery. Several small, shiny spheres fell onto the countertop. They were pearls, real, lustrous pearls that had somehow ended up inside the fish. Ethan checked one with his teeth, and it was definitely genuine. The couple was amazed by their unexpected find. While it's not unusual for fish to eat strange things, discovering pearls and a gold necklace inside one was truly remarkable. Ethan quickly grabbed his phone to document the discovery and shared it on social media. The post quickly went viral, capturing the attention of many people. Everyone was fascinated by the story, and some even suggested they try to find the necklace's owner. Weeks went by, and life returned to normal. But Isabella couldn't stop thinking about the other fish they had caught that day, which were still in the freezer, untouched. Driven by curiosity, she decided to check them out. The first few fish were ordinary, with nothing special inside. But when she reached the last one, her knife hit something hard, sparking a new wave of excitement. Inside this fish, Isabella found another incredible treasure, a gold band that was clearly a man's wedding ring. The ring's size and design made it clear that it was special. As she cleaned it, she saw two names engraved on the inside, Joseph and Sarah, along with a date, confirming it was a wedding band. Isabella and Ethan were excited and determined to find the ring's owner. Their search started with the names and the date on the ring. It was tricky because many years had likely passed since the ring was lost, making it hard to find the right Joseph and Sarah. However, Ethan's persistence paid off when he found a couple named Joseph and Sarah Williamson who lived nearby. They eagerly turned to social media to see if there were any posts about a missing wedding ring. Sadly, they found nothing. Perhaps the ring had been lost so long ago that the owners had given up hope of ever finding it. Still, they decided to reach out to the couple because Isabella and Ethan knew how important a wedding ring could be. Isabella sent a message to Sarah, introducing herself and asking if she or her husband had lost a wedding ring years ago. Days went by with no response, and Isabella began to worry that they might never solve this mystery. But then, late one night, Sarah finally replied. She confirmed that her husband, Joseph, had indeed lost his wedding ring many years ago while they were near the lake. Excited, Isabella woke Ethan to share the fantastic news. They couldn't wait to return the ring to its rightful owners. A meeting was set up, and on the day of the reunion, Isabella and Ethan made their way to Joseph and Sarah's home, eager to see their joy. As they arrived, they saw an elderly couple standing hand in hand, waiting with smiles and anticipation on their faces. The reunion was a heartwarming moment for everyone involved. Joseph and Sarah shared the touching story of how the ring was lost years ago during a day at the pier. They explained that a small jewelry bag, which included the ring, had fallen into the water and was swept away. As they talked, Isabella noticed something familiar in one of the old photos the couple showed them, a gold chain with an anchor pendant around Sarah's neck. It was the same necklace they had found in the fish. The coincidence was incredible. Sarah, deeply moved by the discovery, insisted that Isabella keep the necklace as a token of their gratitude. Isabella, overwhelmed by their kindness, gladly accepted the gift. She treasured the bond that had formed through this extraordinary series of events. As the day drew to a close, both couples felt a profound sense of joy. Reuniting lost items with their owners, especially those with such sentimental value, was a memorable experience for Isabella and Ethan. They had begun the day with a simple fishing trip, but ended it with a story of unexpected treasures, fate, and the surprising friendship that had blossomed from a chance discovery. That's all for today. Now, it's your turn to share your thoughts about this story. What's the next story you'd like to know? Let us know in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe so you won't miss any of these amazing videos on The Wild Wonder.